He said, I've been rich and I've been poor. He didn't say it in those words, but that's basically what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
I've been rich and I've been poor. And I've learned how to be content in both.
Yeah.
In either season of your life, learn to be content.
You're grateful when you don't see nothing happening. And that's when we were like, okay, we need to talk about it.
Because I think a lot of times we take it for, I think we throw out little slogans or little cliche phrases. Right?
Phrases, I agree with that. It would drive you nuts.
Yeah.
And so to me, you might even be like, don't you know I know to do that? Don't you know I love you enough to remember those things for you?
Right.
So I want to change up the way I think. And I really want to focus on just being thankful.
Right.
Having a heart of gratitude. Being content and knowing that you know my every thought. You know my anticipations. You've always exceeded what I've ever imagined. Hey.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
It's the Skittles and Clink show.
Yes. Welcome to the Skittles and Clink show, episode 2.
Yes.
We are talking about gratitude.
And appreciation.
Yes. And what does that mean to y'all?
Right. What does it mean to be filled with gratitude?
Yeah. Or in a walk of gratitude or...
So if you're just tuning in, I'm Clink.
And I'm Skittles.
Yes.
Do we say that backwards?
Yes.
I'm Skittles.
And I'm Clink.
And she's Clink. And thank you for tuning in today.
Yes.
On this Thursday night at 6 p.m. with us on an episode where we are talking about gratitude.
Yes. So first we want to take the time to thank all of you, our viewers, for tuning in and rocking with us.
Yes. And returning back.
Yes.
After this break.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys got an opportunity to look at last week's episode.
On Revelation.
Yes. Faith and resolution.
Real faith and resolution. Yeah. It was a great episode.
It was. And hopefully you guys got an opportunity to jot some things down that you want to see happen this year.
Yeah.
Right?
In your life.
Yeah.
In your life. And you could also put some stuff you want to see on the show, but in your life.
Oh.
In your life.
Yeah. So don't forget to like, comment, and share. And tag somebody.
Yeah.
Tag somebody in and let them know.
Pretty, by the way, friend. Let me just stop and say that.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
We're also official. Okay, so leopard is my thing.
It is leopard.
Cat, whatever it is. I like Prince.
It's printing and it's cute.
I like Prince. She likes Prince too.
I do. Loud ones.
Floral.
Is this okay? Sure. Sure.
We like colors.
We do. We definitely like color.
We have that in common.
Yeah, we like color.
We do like color.
Yeah.
We like color. Colors. Color. Is it colors what it is?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay. Because I mess up something in a minute.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so gratitude.
Okay, yes. Okay, gratitude. So what does gratitude mean? Like, I think we say it and it's so cliche. And it's usually tied to things of like something tangible when we're getting something.
Yes, I'm grateful for.
Yes, or like a gift. Or I got a new car. I got a house.
Yeah. Okay.
What does gratitude really mean? What does it mean does it mean the same thing when it's not something you can touch? When it's not something you can see? When I didn't do something for you. Right? Like, what does that mean? Does it still have value?
Okay. So I love this conversation. And one of the reasons why is because as we were sitting and we were going back and forth about this particular episode and reading the definition. Well, what is gratitude, right? I think one of the biggest thing that jumped out to me was contentment.
Yeah.
And being content in whatever state you're in.
Yes. And the definition actually said that.
It said that. It said contentment. Yes.
And we were both like.
Yeah. Because it's saying, so this is how I take it. Whatever state you're in that moment, be content in that and be grateful.
Yeah.
Like, walk in gratitude and being content that whatever state you're in, that's where you at with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And I think sometimes, like I was talking to a friend and we were talking about easy versus hard. And they sent me like a clip about doing hard better. Like instead of just asking for the easy things, when we're talking about contentment, it's so easy to always, be content when you have everything you need. Mm-hmm. I'm content, right? But what about when you
don't?
Yeah. I'm reminded like of Paul, and that's one of my favorite scriptures when he talks about how he's learned. He said, I've been rich and I've been poor. He didn't say it in those words, but that's basically what he was saying. Mm-hmm. I've been rich and I've been poor, and I've learned how to be content in both.
Yes.
In either season of your life, learn to be content, right? And so when you think about walking in gratitude in that aspect, it has nothing to do with getting something so that you can be grateful for it. Mm-hmm. It's being content whether you get it or not. Mm-hmm. That's what I took away from that.
Yeah. I think when we was reading it, when we were, because we also study what we're going to talk about, right? Yeah. So when you and I took the time to look up, okay, mm-hmm. gratitude, because when we were just throwing ideas out, it was like, you'd be like, oh, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
But it's always attached to something.
Right.
And I think when we read it, it was the aha moment when it was being content.
Being content.
And we was like,
whether you get it or not.
Wow. And it said that.
Right.
It said that. It was whether you're getting something, I think you're actually saying being content when you don't see anything happening. That's what it said.
Yeah.
And we was like, whoa.
Right. Because
that's not how we attach gratitude.
Right. We attach it to things.
Mm-hmm. To moments, to... Right. It's usually attached to something where a person's like, oh, thank you. I'm grateful for this.
Grateful, yeah.
But are you grateful when you don't see nothing happening? And that's when we were like, okay, we need to talk about it.
Because I think a lot of times we do. We take it for, I think we throw out little slogans or little cliche phrases. Right?
Phrases, yeah. I agree with that.
One, God, if you don't do enough, you do anything else, you've done enough.
Do you mean that?
Do you mean that? Because, I love you, and I'm grateful for everything you done.
But do you mean that?
And I love you for what you gonna do, too,
Yes.
also.
Because if you don't do anything else, do that mean you're not going to wake me up tomorrow? Because I believe you do that.
Yeah, and I believe in you for that.
I believe in you for that. When we started talking about this, we was like, ooh, some of the stuff we say
just... saying it
because somebody else said it. You heard it, right?
And it sound good.
Oh, it sounds
because you done a lot for us.
You think about it.
You think about it.
Oh, he's done a lot.
He's done a lot, right?
More than,
and I'm grateful.
Yes.
Yeah,
but
and I'm content.
But
and I need some more stuff. I still need you.
Yeah,
I still need you.
And that stuff.
Yeah,
I still need you.
Yeah.
I need you to do what you do.
Yes.
Right. And so...
because he that begun a good work in you, he gonna complete it.
I need you.
And that's gonna come with him doing some more for us because he know we can't do this by ourselves.
That part.
Yes.
So when you think about it, and when we started looking this up, we was like, okay, this is a great topic.
It is.
Right? And getting into one of the questions that we thought about, it was how do you stay faithful when God's timing doesn't match your expectation? So how do you still remain faithful?
Right.
And when we say faithful, grateful. How do you still stay grateful when you're looking for something and it's not happening?
Yeah.
It could be, you need a job.
Yeah.
You need to get from point A to B. Your house, you're about to be evicted and you ain't got the word on what's the next move. You don't know where you're going. How do you stay content in that? Because content can mean just sitting there, right?
Content, being comfortable.
Who's comfortable knowing you about to be evicted?
Okay, wait, let's back it up. Thinking you about to be convicted. But knowing that God is your provider in all things. Right? Mm-hmm. Because at the end of the day, he's the provider. Mm-hmm. But life be life. And so I get what you're saying. And so for me, I think what we say carries a lot of weight.
Yes.
And how we think. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. And so when we speak life, right? That life is what consumes us.
Yes.
But when we speak those negative words, that's what consumes us.
Yes.
And then we'll start to act what we're speaking.
Yes.
So I think that it's important that you speak life.
Yeah.
And just because, it's not in our timing doesn't mean that God don't know what he's doing.
Right. Or it's not working behind the scenes.
It's not working because he knows all things.
He knows all
things.
All things.
Right. And so I think in my experience, I've learned that when I speak life, when I speak his word back to him, then that's encouraging.
Can't lie.
It's so encouraging because it reminds you that, wow, okay, yeah, God, if you did it before, you could do it again. Right? Yes. And so we speak life and it begins to, his grace is sufficient. Yeah. Right? It's enough.
It's enough.
It's enough.
Yeah. So even in the midst of that, thinking or knowing you have this piece of paper that says you're going to be evicted. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But do you believe, you know what I mean, that his grace is sufficient?
Yeah.
He's going to show up right when he's supposed to.
And his timing.
There's ram in the bush.
Ooh, and guess what? Sometimes it's the lesson in it.
Yeah.
Because you going to wait on them, or you going to get out there and you going to lean to your own understanding and start doing stuff. Because guilty, right?
Yeah.
We've done that.
Oh, yeah.
We've jumped the gun and, okay, God, you need
you ain't moving.
You need me to help you a little bit on this one.
And then we use the scriptures to help us help him. Like, well, you said faith without works, so let me get to work.
This is the work, right? But he said, not that kind of work.
That kind of work. You're working in the wrong direction.
Right. I need you to follow me.
Yes.
Right? Yes. I need you to acknowledge.
Maybe I need to be company.
Maybe God is pushing me out the door. He pushing me into something else.
Yes.
Right? Because we haven't really acknowledged him.
Yeah.
And we're not content in what he's already given us. Boom.
Yes,
that's it.
That part.
That's it. Being content in what he's already given us.
Yeah.
And reminding ourselves where we started.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
I think we talked about that too.
Me and you talked about.
Yes.
Wait, that leads us to our next question.
Okay.
So our next question, because we're parents, right? And so, we deal with our kids and trying to teach our children about life and life lessons and
gratitude.
Mm-hmm. And I know, like, for me, because I have adult children, I still call them, like, I thought of Josh when I said that, my male adult child.
Yes.
And a lot of times it's something like a job he wants. And he gets frustrated because they didn't call me back. And I know I'm the good candidate, right? And we talked about that. So our next question is, how do you teach young people or your children to have a heart of gratitude? And how to be grateful in all seasons.
Yeah.
So one thing that we had talked about was reminding them of where we started at, where we came from, and even reminding them in the sense of, like, our family. So, like, for example, one thing that you and I had talked about was there was a time when it was all of us in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Right.
And, like, do y'all remember that? Talking to the children about, do you remember that?
Yeah.
You and I had talked about, my child often complains about how much they're being paid. And if you got young adult children that are working jobs, to them, it'd be like, I only make. And so it was so funny because we talked about how, like, when we got our first job, I said, Java, I remember the $4.25 minimum wage.
Yeah.
And this one here said,
no, I started at $16.
She said she started at $6.10. And I'm like, who was you working for?
Yeah, listen, come on, Sears, Roebuck and Company.
And I was at McDonald's.
Right, big difference.
Okay. So they was only paying $4.25 for minimum wage. So when I hear, like, my kids be like, I only make $21 an hour. I'm like, it's some grown people that don't make $21 an hour.
Yeah, that don't make that. Yeah.
You know that it's people who wish they made $21 an hour.
Or have been there for 5 or 7 years.
And it's taken that long.
And it's taken that long to make that.
Exactly.
So
I'm like, you can't
Mm.
live life without being grateful.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to understand gratitude is what opens the door for more.
Yes.
But if you're not grateful for what you have, like, what we doing?
Yeah.
What we doing? You constantly complaining.
Yeah.
And I think another way for me, I always try to teach my kids like missions. Like, let's go here and help here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this so you can see how grateful you should be.
Right.
How things could be worse.
Right.
It's not perfect, but it could be far worse.
Yeah. And it could be.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that we also talked about was leading by example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Showing how we walk in gratitude and grateful for the things that we have. Will also encourage them because they'll see us doing it.
Yes, true.
So I think that has a lot to do
with it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. When you're grateful, when you're walking in gratitude, you take care of things.
That part.
Because if you're not grateful, you're not going to take care of it.
That part.
Whether you put effort into getting it or not. Right? Because it seems like, I be like, y'all don't take care of this stuff because y'all didn't pay for it. So if you pay for it, maybe you'll take care of it. But just being grateful, whether you pay for it or not. Walking in gratitude, because you could not have it.
That's a sore subject for me, because I think with these young people sometimes, they just be like, the car.
Yeah.
Like, you open up the door.
Entitled.
Everything's in it.
That's a whole. That entitlement is a whole other episode.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The entitlement though. And okay.
But then they don't really realize how hard we've worked to be able to give them this.
And give you the
and the why behind it. Because maybe these are some things that
we wish we had.
Wish we would have had growing up. So
Java, I wish.
Yeah.
I had to catch the bus.
Yeah, me too.
With the baby in the summertime.
Well, no, I did get a car at 16.
You sure did, because you was my ride.
But it ain't had no air in it, though.
It didn't, but you had a car.
I did. But now these kids be like, air. And I'm like, I was happy to have a car, whether it had air or not.
We did 45s. You let the windows down and roll.
Yes.
And it might have felt like a blow dry in your face, but you know what? You was rolling.
You was rolling. You wasn't walking.
These kids
was grateful.
I was grateful to be riding with you, sis. These kids ain't got no gratitude.
Yeah, sometimes. No. But that's why it's important that we teach them to be grateful.
Yes. Because that could be frustrating, though, being honest as a parent, when you look at the sense of entitlement that sometimes your children have, it can make you feel like you did something wrong.
Yeah.
Like, where did I go?
Them.
Yeah.
They spoiled.
And it ain't even that you spoiled them. Yeah. If I'm being honest, a lot of times it's literally what you just said. We wanted them to have
what we didn't. But now it was, and in some instances, it wasn't that our parents couldn't afford to give it to us. Mm-hmm. Maybe they saw that
that's true.
You'll become entitled if I do this.
I never looked at it like,
or you're not going to understand the lesson behind working for something.
Yeah.
I
never looked at it like that. I just always felt like, okay, it was a different time.
Yeah.
Mommy was a single parent. She couldn't afford it. And I think that could have been some of the case, but I think the other cases, like you said, you don't even understand it.
Yeah.
You'll understand and appreciate better when you work.
Yeah. And it's also when I see you working for it, then I'll help you.
Nah, mommy did a lot of that.
Towards your
goal. But you got to put forth some effort.
Right. Yeah. But that shows me that you're grateful.
Yes. And you'll be more grateful, I believe. You'll be more grateful than if I just go and buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that entitlement is a whole nother lesson.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 3. What do you have, my friend?
Okay, let's see. So what am I grateful for now, even if it doesn't look like I hoped? And so for me, I think I'm grateful for my progress over 2025.
Okay.
A lot of hurdles, a lot of self-reflection. I'm grateful for the lessons that I learned over the last year. Last week we talked about, the revelation.
Yes.
God reveals so much in 2025 and I'm grateful for that. And so going into 2026, I'm hitting the ground running in gratefulness and gratitude and taking those lessons and running with them.
That's good. That's good. I think for me, in this question of what I'm grateful for now, even if it doesn't look like how I hoped, I think for me, what I'm working on or envisioning is just remembering to sit in the things that I am grateful for. Yeah. Remembering to remind myself that when like life starts lifing, and I'm like, man, it's not enough to do this. I can't do that. Or, how am I going to pay this? Or is this going to work out?
Yeah.
Like, stop.
Yeah.
And I think probably about 3 weeks ago, it was like last year. Oh, we can say that now.
Yeah.
And it was like before Christmas, 2 weeks or so before Christmas, I was kind of going through it. And I called you one day and I said, I just really want to walk in being thankful.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? I said, I think I spent so much time asking for stuff.
Yes.
And like praying for this person and I need you to do this. It's like, do I ever just be thankful?
Yeah.
And I was like, to me, it's like a parent. Like a parent, you got kids.
Yeah.
Your kids don't have to come ask you to eat.
Right.
You know what time of the day it is. You know it's winter and your kids need a coat.
Yes.
You know it's summer and your kids need sandals or shorts. Right. Yeah. You know they need their hair done.
Yes.
Right. You know, okay, they 17, they need a car.
Yeah.
Need a little bit more independence.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to see my spiritual, my higher power as that same person. You know everything I need. But why do I spend so much time being like, can you take care of Josh? Can you take care of this one? Can you look after these grandkids? Can you help me with this? Oh God, I really need you for that. And just walk in like gratitude. Walk in just being like, thank you, because you already know.
And you've already been doing it.
You've been doing it.
Yes,
2025, 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021. And I'm saying that to say, I've talked about several times, I depended so much on Johnny.
Yeah.
And I named those years because those were the years that I lived after Johnny.
Right.
And God has taken care of me.
Yes.
God has supplied all my needs.
Right.
And it's like, he didn't forget anything.
No.
Everything kept moving and kept flowing. And even when sometimes I would be like, God, you do know what day tomorrow is, right?
Yeah.
Like, I need this.
Yes.
And it would come through at the nick of time.
Yeah.
So it's like, let me see you as a parent. Let me see you as my father.
Because he is.
And because you are.
Yes.
I knew my friend was going to tell me that.
No.
And you know what I need.
Right.
So in your knowing what I need, let me not spend so much time always asking and reminding you of what you always know. Think about it. If your child reminded you every hour, I need to eat. Mama, we got to pay this. Mama, it would drive you nuts.
Yeah.
And so to me, you might even be like, don't you know I know to do that? Don't you know I love you? to shake it, I'll be like, all right, God, it's a cattle on 1,000 hills. I'll be like, Lord, you said you'll give unto my bosom.
Show me in.
Show me in. So I'll be like, I bet God be like, girl, get somewhere and sit down.
He's going to take care of it. Just like them kids know we going to take care of it.
Exactly. That's my point, LaJava.
Yeah.
That's my
I get
point.
it. Yeah.
That's my point.
Just like you, they mama. Yes. I get it.
And I don't have a mother or a father. So ain't nobody I can call.
Yeah.
In that sense.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, get on your knees or remember who's in control. Who's always been in control if we being real.
Right.
Remember who's always been in control.
He knows.
Exactly. That's funny to me.
I love that.
So what's your closing?
So my closing or my takeaway is it's not about pretending life is perfect, but about trusting God when it's not. So that's when I'm content. That's the contentment, right? Not pretending life is perfect because it's not going to always be perfect.
It's not never perfect.
There are perfect moments.
There are perfect moments. Right. There are moments that are perfect.
But
life isn't perfect.
Yeah. But then trusting God in it when it's not, right? Just trusting that even though it's looking kind of rocky right now, God, but I trust you. And I think the more you say, okay, God, I trust you. Okay, God, I trust you. Yeah. Then it gets in your spirit. Yeah. Right. And then you start to believe it.
You start to believe it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when you don't believe it, then your village come and they remind you.
Or I think of Thomas. Is that Doubting Thomas?
Yep. Doubting Thomas.
I'll be like, help my unbelief.
Yeah, I believe, but help
my unbelief. Because I go through that.
Yeah.
I go through that. And I remember that it wasn't just me. Somebody else went through
it,
I
think in this season of my life, my village has really held me tight and they've reminded me even when I couldn't remind myself. Right. So they reminded me, be grateful. They reminded me God will provide. They reminded me that you got to speak life. God's grace is sufficient.
Yeah.
So many things, even when I wanted to not speak those things or when I wanted to give up. Right. My village surrounded around me and they were like, wait, get it together because you serve a God.
Yeah.
And they remind you. And then you remember that. You're like, oh, yeah, you're right. Right. Because I think in times where we're not walking in gratitude or times when we don't see life being perfect, that we'll take those opportunities to either woe is me or to speak to the negative part of what's happening versus, but we serve a God.
Or
right?
Focusing on the negative part of what's happening, right? Like your attention goes towards that.
That's because in my mind, right? Because in my mind, if I'm just thinking, the Bible even says that, like, a man who judged himself by himself is a fool. Like there's safety in the multitude of counsel, right? So when I'm talking with my village, they're reminding me of these things, not because I don't know, because I do know, but in that moment when life is lifing and things don't look perfect and I'm not walking in gratitude, they remind me, hey, you have to be grateful in this season, right? And just remembering it's just a season.
It's just a season.
And
it's just a moment.
Seasons change.
They pass.
But I think most importantly, and I don't even know why I'm saying this, but most importantly, what did you learn in this season?
Yeah.
Right? Don't let the season pass and you didn't learn nothing. Because when it come again, and it will come again.
That part.
It will come again.
That part.
What we gonna do the next time different?
Exactly.
Right? And so right now, today, in this season, I'm trying to do things a little different, right? So that it doesn't have to come double back.
That was my hand movement.
Yes.
If you don't learn something, it will.
It'll come back. Right?
I believe
But being familiar with what you've always done will hold you hostage if you're not willing to let it go.
Yes, that part.
You got to let it go.
That part.
Do something different. Yes. And so then walking in gratitude is saying, I'm going to be content in this season, even though it don't look perfect. I'm going to be content in this season, even though it hurts, even though it life is life. And I'm going to still be content in this season. And I'm going to walk in great gratitude for what you've already done.
Yes.
For what
you can't even see yet.
That I can't even see.
Can't even see.
For the things that I can see and I don't see.
That part.
Just knowing that it's working for my good.
It's working for my good.
Right.
And it always works.
And I don't want to go through it again. How about that?
That's another thing.
I don't want to go through it again.
That part, I don't want to go through it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what's your scripture?
Okay, so my scripture, in everything give thanks. 1 Thessalonians 5:8.
I like
18. 5 and 18.
Okay.
In everything give thanks because this is the will of God. Concerning you. Right?
Yeah.
It don't look good, but God, I thank you. And I think the more you say that. Now, listen, don't get me wrong, because there has been moments where I wasn't thankful. I was like, what's going on? Right?
Did you forget about me?
But right now, today, in this moment, while I'm on this podcast, I'm reminding myself, in all things, give thanks.
Yeah.
In all things, give thanks.
Yeah.
And I feel like the more that I say that, even now, the more that I'm saying in all things, give thanks, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I'm thankful.
And it helps you to believe it.
Yes.
Like, not that you don't believe it, but it reminds you. It's not that you don't believe it. We're human.
Right.
But it reminds you, because sometimes it doesn't look good.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
It don't look good.
And let's be honest. Sometimes life don't look good.
It don't.
And you want to go crawl under a shell.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And go ahead and bury me.
Yeah.
Like in the dirt. Like, no, I get
serious. What you're saying.
Like, because life is life, and you like, it don't look good.
Yeah.
So I don't want to see nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody.
No, bury me. Hide me.
But hide me. Right? But two things happen when you bury. Either you bury when you die, or you bury when life is creating, like a plant, right? And so that you can flourish.
Yeah.
So when they see you again,
I didn't even think of it.
Like, think about that, right?
Now
In
that
that place where you may think, oh, it's dark and it's gloomy, and it may look like death, but the reality is God is doing some things in that soil.
Yeah.
Yes. And then when it comes up, like, I remember I had did like a girl. I had them little mason jars, and we was gonna call ourselves, we was planting some fruit or something. I don't know, whatever, vegetables, whatever we was planting in them. And they was like, you gotta talk to it every day. And
I remember this.
Yeah, so I got mine sitting in the window, and I'm talking. And so then I start getting messages from everybody else, and I see theirs that start sprouting up. And I'm like, I'm in here talking, what is going on? Then one day I started to see, like, it looked like veins that was like all around the glass. And I'm like, it was working. I just didn't see it.
Under the glass.
I just didn't see it.
I remembered it.
Yes, in the soil. But then when it came, and before it even sprouted up, I started seeing it through the glass, right?
Yeah.
So imagine,
I remember this.
So what if my pot would have not been glass?
Yeah.
What if it would have been black? I wouldn't have even saw that. Would I have given up and stopped watering the plant?
Yes, or thrown it away.
Or thrown it away. Or said, I'm going to start over.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Sometimes we don't know what God is doing, but that's why we got to be content in whatever season we in, because it's still working.
Yes. And I think, too, that's why you have to trust him.
That's why you got to trust
him. You got to trust him, even when you can't see it.
And we not saying it's easy.
No, I'm telling you, it's not easy.
It's not easy all the time.
Today, it's not easy.
Yes, today, it's not easy.
That's why my hand kept like this, y'all. It's not easy.
It's not easy.
But you got to trust him.
But you have to.
You gotta gratitude and trust. Thankfulness. If you can't comprehend the gratitude, thankful. Just thank you. Thank him for what you can't see.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for what you don't even envision.
Because it's working.
It's working.
It's working.
It's working.
You just can't see it, but it's working.
It's working. It will always work out.
Right.
Always. Always. Yeah. Okay. My closing.
Yes. What's your takeaway?
Good. Okay. My takeaway is gratitude doesn't mean we understand the journey. It means we trust the one leading it.
Oh, so true.
We don't understand.
No.
But we trust our driver, John.
Yes, we do.
The way you don't trust me sometimes when I'm driving.
Sometimes I can get on and then go sleep.
Girl, sometimes she put her foot.
There are other times
she put her foot down when I'm driving. But in this case, we trust the one who is leading.
Yeah.
You know, and so remember to find something to be grateful for. That's my takeaway. Mm-hmm. It's not easy, you know, because when you're going through grief, you could be going through trauma. You could be going through a lot of different things.
Right.
And you're like, grateful for what?
Right.
You know, it's so funny. There are times I deal with people in the morning times and I say, I'm a huge good morning person. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget this. And it kind of rubbed me the wrong way one day. I said, good morning. And the person said to me, what's good about it?
No. No.
And I think what rubbed me was my heart wondered, out of everything we go through, what happened to you this morning?
Right.
To not make you understand that what's good about it is you're even here to hear me.
Yeah.
Because you could not even be here.
Right.
So when I say find something to be thankful for, I don't care how bad it looks. Find something to be thankful for. And that's my take.
Yeah. And your good mornings mean something to somebody.
It meant something to me. It wasn't cliche. When I say good morning, I mean that.
Yeah.
Because it's gotta be, I look at it like I'm awake. And so if whatever reason I was privileged to wake up this morning,
I got another opportunity.
I got an opportunity to do something. I got an opportunity for somebody else.
Yeah.
For something.
Yeah.
So it's good to me. It's good to me.
I love that.
You know. So anywho, I enjoyed this episode.
I did too. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It was a great topic on gratitude.
And it reminded us.
Yeah,
definitely. It helped us. I mean, don't ever think we sit here and we just got it all together. No,
we don't.
Half of these topics is built around us because we need to remind ourselves
to be grateful.
To be grateful.
Yeah. And I think going into 2026, we'll be a lot more intentional about sharing those moments.
Yes.
This journey, you know, more intentional about, you know, talking about topics that are life changing
to us.
Us first.
Us first.
Because that's what we sit around and we talk about it and we're like,